Thank you. I've spent 3 days banging my padded head against the wall trying to figure out how to begin this, and that's the only way that I can express my gratitude to you guys right off, first and foremost. Some of you guys there have known me 29 years, other people there have no idea who I am, and one or two of you probably looking up at the screen right now going, hey, who are the twins? Call a cab if that is you, please. My name's Russ Meadows. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease in October of last year. It's a type of blood cancer, also known as lymphoma. When I got diagnosed, I felt a lot of different emotions. They ran through my head. Some I never felt before, some I pray I never will feel again. I've wondered, was it karma? Was it God playing a wicked game on me? You know, what was it? Well, 7 months later, here I am, and I think I know why it happened. I think it was to renew my faith and to open my eyes to the bigger picture. I learned that being proud, while it's a great trait if you're a boxer, is a trait that is unfit for me. Pride's what I had trouble putting aside at first. I wasn't familiar with the idea of not being able to support my family, nor did I want to accept it. You know, I'd never run this scenario out in my head. I know now, thanks to all of you, that, you know, without the help of others, you know, a lot of people wouldn't get by, you know, me included now. I'm a member of that club. And I knew God could deal a mean deck of cards, you know. I didn't know that you could win any hand he dealt if you played it right, you know, and I think I understand that now. I've changed a lot. I feel a lot better mentally, you know, physically a little rough around the edges, but mentally I feel a lot better now. After I got diagnosed, I got a real taste for how much your family can really love you. I got call after call from everybody telling me it was going to be okay, you know, we can help out, you know, and you guys have so much, and I thank you. Again, I know now, without family, without, you know, friends and all that, you know, nobody can get by. It's a good lesson to learn, you know. I'm recording this video, and you'll have to excuse me. I look down from time to time because I got notes everywhere. I read it out loud as I wrote it, and it just didn't feel right. This feels a little better. I'm just looking down to make sure I don't forget anything. So sorry, bear with me. I'm recording this video a couple days ahead of time because Friday I have my last round of chemotherapy, so Sunday I probably won't be feeling real good, and by Sunday night, by the time this is going on, I'd be lucky to be awake, to be honest with you. I start radiation a couple weeks later, and I get a little bit of a hiatus, and after that, hopefully this long, strange trip will be way behind me, and I'll be able to get back to normal life. It'd be kind of nice. The cancer treatment center I go to is, it's kind of strange when you go in there because I'm always the youngest person, and, you know, I get sitting down and talking to people, and, you know, some of them people are at the end of their road, you know, and the one thing I do notice as a constant, though, is that humor has been something that just helped people cope, you know. Kind of morbid, but it does tend to work, actually, when you're in the scenarios that, you know, they're in and I'm in and things like that. So, actually, I want to tell you one of those jokes now. So, it's pretty funny. Sorry if it offends you, but, you know, I think it's pretty funny. And I'm the one who's telling it, and I'm the one with cancer, you know, so here we go. A man isn't feeling well, so he goes to his doctor. The doctor examines him and asks to speak to his wife. The doctor tells his wife, "I'm sorry your husband has cancer." The wife said, "Well, can he be cured?" The doctor replies, "Well, there's a chance we can cure him with chemotherapy, but you're going to have to take care of him every day for the next year. You're going to have to cook all his meals, you're going to have to clean up all his vomit, you're going to have to change the bedpan, drive him to the hospital, daily treatments, you know, so on and so on." So the wife comes out of the waiting room and the husband asks, "What'd the doctor say?" And the wife looks at the husband and, you know, kind of pauses and says, "You're going to die." There you go. You know, it's horrible, isn't it? But it's funny, you know, and it brings me to my next point. my wife Kelly. I met her almost 8 years ago, and I've had the privilege of calling her my wife for almost 5. Her strength and patience with me is unbelievable. In the first 8 years we've been together, we've been tested a lot, you know, and there's no way that I could have gotten through it without her. When I met her, I knew I wanted to marry her. After I was in a furnace explosion about 7 years ago, I knew that I was going to spend the rest of my life with her, you know. It was, you know, her spirit has helped me get through this too, and I thank her for that, you know. Thank you, Kelly. Well, let's see. After my diagnosis, anger swept over me. It was an anger to this day I hope I never feel again. I've never felt it before. You know, I can't put it into words. I didn't want to talk about what had just happened. I sure as heck didn't want to see anybody. And right after I was diagnosed, about an hour later, Kelly's talking to her mom, and her and a couple of her family members came rushing over here. And I was a little hot, you know. I didn't want to see anyone, like I said. And we got to talking. You know, I over the last few months, I've gotten a lot of great advice and you know, different, just, man, advice, encouragement, prayers, you know. All of it has had an impact on me. It's been huge. After I talked to Roy, Kelly's grandfather, he came over with them. He had his fair share of things to say too. And after he got done speaking, I wasn't mad they were there anymore. And I want to share with you what he told me. And it's a poem he wrote, actually himself, back in 1984. And I'm going to go ahead and read it for everyone now. When trouble came to walk him under, the man stood firm and braced his feet. He said, "I'm too strong to just surrender, and I refuse to accept defeat." When trouble proceeded on its mission to place a foot upon his chest, the man showed trouble no submission. He grabbed the foot and did his best. As he stood there, hope was glowing, just as bright as it had been, before trouble made its showing and stuck its foot beneath his chin. For he had the calm assurance all was working for his good, and part of the battle was endurance, and by God's grace he knew he could. And when your in-laws are in your house, you know, and after you just find something out like that, you don't want no one around. When you hear something like this come out of, you know, a 70, 80-year-old man who's seen it all, you know, it changes the way you feel real quick. And that was kind of nice because like I said, my mood changed quite a bit and made it a little easier the first couple hours. This benefit that you guys are at, I know has been a major undertaking for everyone involved, and I can't even express the gratitude that I have to everyone enough. If I sat here and named off names, we'd take forever, and I don't want to forget anyone, so I want to thank everyone as a whole. Thank you all. My family, friends, strangers there, thank you all. I will spend every opportunity that I have from now on, I promise, just to pay this forward. I'll never pass nobody on the side of the road that's stuck in the snow and not try to at least get out and help push them out. You know, this experience has changed me completely. It's people like you that can make other people's lives better, as you guys have done for me. I just want to say thank you again. You know, everybody tonight, be careful out there. I love everybody out there, and God bless you all. Good night.